Okay, more serious business for the day. Does anyone have any serious business to bring to the table? Does anyone? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. I've got nothing, really. Watch the whole veganism thing go down. Brett Keane and Amendum and Morbid Atheist and all that good fun stuff. That was great times. Not really at all. I think people are missing some essential points that just don't seem to be being made. And I don't know. I get this impression that vegans and vegetarians have this sort of dogmatic belief in the idea of vegetarianism and veganism and animal suffering and so on and so forth, but that they don't really wish to be challenged, and that kind of bothers me. They attack counter arguments in the same boisterous and vociferous way that the devoutly religious do to counter arguments for their religion. And I'm not saying that invalidates their arguments. I'm just saying that it does very little to make their argument seem worth watching or listening to or whatever. But I guess that's not real. I'll have to do another video about this whole thing. I actually made a video yesterday, not about the vegetarianism, but about what the aftermath of that whole argument went down with the Amendum calling YouTube un-American and so on and so forth. And I have a hard time doing that, making that video without being just a complete prick. Because the arguments I hear are so vacuous and silly that I have a hard time just having a discussion. And I guess that's part of the problem of the internet here, is that, you know, there's such a level of safety of you know, you're not near me and you can't do anything to me other than yell at me and maybe file a false DMCA. Big fucking deal, who gives a shit? There seems to be a lot of serious concern over, you know, filing false DMCAs and being suspended from YouTube for 2 weeks or some shit like that, and I don't give a fuck. Shit, I don't post videos for, you know, more than 2 weeks at a time, so there goes the mic. Come back, Mike. There you go. So, wouldn't really affect me very much. It's not like I have a ton of subscribers or I'm getting paid on this shit, so whatever. But it does bring to my mind the whole question of why even be on YouTube, because it seems like no one is here trying to actually hash out ideas or discuss or make some sort of community. There's a community, but it's not here for trying to move forward. Even the people who espouse this belief that they're throwing out ideas to make things move forward, they kind of do it in a way that is just so antagonistic and so shitty. It's the best way I can say it. I don't know. It's very depressing, and it makes me not want to post any videos. But yeah, I have a couple videos that I made yesterday that I wanted to throw up today, but I just don't even know if I'm going to. I don't know if I give a shit about doing it. You know, when I did that vegetarian video to the Peter Singer, Richard Dawkins thing, most of the people just came by and said, "You're a fucking moron, you're a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah." Okay, fair enough. That's how you want to roll. But one of them, you know, I sent a private message to, and he actually responded, and we had a great conversation. But his initial reaction was to say that I'm an idiot, essentially. And that sort of thing, this kind of internet machismo, the cynicism of being online, it does nothing. You know, you would imagine that being able to communicate with people from all over the world, everywhere, every type of culture, and like you can fucking. There are people out there who have given a laptop and a webcam to some tribal rural community in the Middle East somewhere, or Africa, and you can take a glimpse into their lives. You can communicate with them in some way. And I would have thought that the internet would have brought in a new age of communication and understanding between groups. And all it seems to have done is made it easier to be an asshole to a larger number of people. Whatever. Oh well. So, yeah, that's about my serious business for today. Other than that, though, I guess I'm kind of depressed that there's also not really much, not much of a sense of community for atheists in general. Now, I attend a monthly atheist meetup group, okay? And that's cool and all, but nothing happens beyond that group, as far as I know. No one really gets together and hangs out after the group is done. It's just you meet up and you talk about some random bullshit. Last time I was there, I was listening to one conversation on this side about something or another, some medical thing, and then the other side, I turned around and they were talking about Ayn Rand, and I was like, whoa, let me get the fuck out of this conversation, because I don't really want to discuss objectivism or anything like that, because I have read and enjoyed some Ayn Rand literature, and I even agree with some of her viewpoints, not all of them, but I don't think I could ever, you know, if a woman were to leave me for another man, I don't think I could just be like, well, he's better than me. What can I do? He's a better man. Look at that cock. Look at it. It swings so majestic. It's beautiful. It's huge. You could club baby seals with that thing. Good luck, you two. Have a good time. Which is one of the things that she seems to be kind of saying. Is, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Oh. So, yeah, cheers to that. But I'd like to see some sort of, like, weekly meetup group. Hell, fucking throw it on a Sunday, make it just, like, I mean, hell, the Christians just copied all the stuff that the pagans did before them. Why not just do the same thing with atheism? But instead of having some sort of dogmatic belief system that you espouse every week, have a interesting and engaging speaker every week. Or have one of the people in your group, your atheism group, speak out about something that they feel is important. And because it doesn't even have to relate to atheism. It just you know, I imagine, you know, go to the local university and say, hey, you're a philosopher in something or another, talk about morality for an hour, and then we'll discuss afterwards and have a potluck or some shit. That would be interesting to me. That would be something I would be willing to attend every week. But yeah, I don't know. It's all kind of crap. And other than that, I see I got about a minute left, so let's throw down on that. New job, ups, good times. Less time for me to do YouTube stuff, which is downs, but whatever. It's money, and I'll be able to not be depressed that I'm struggling to make it through the week, sort of thing. So ups and downs. Also got hit by a car, which was cool. It's good times. I like that. You know, I can't open my driver's side door anymore. I don't think my car qualifies for the cash for clunkers thing, so not much I can do at the moment. Fuck. I'd like to throw down on a couple of vehicles I've been looking at lately. Also, my new job actually involves dealing with vehicles all the time, and it's kind of like, you know, you're looking at these websites with new vehicles all the time, and you're like, God damn, I want one. I want a car that doesn't suck ass. I drive a 95 Nissan 240SX, by the way, so, you know, a 15-year-old car with 190,000 miles on it is not the most fun thing to drive in the world. But I will say this, that thing's a goddamn tank. It has lasted this long and has been a beast of a car for being that old. But I guess I have not much else to say. Fuck it. Peace.